Hey guys, Iron back here today after my short vacation up at my cottage for about a week, and today's not going to be super gameplay focused like my last video was. This one's really going to be commentary. It's going to be about the fucking disaster that happened to me about 2 weeks ago, right before as I was leaving for my vacation for a week. Really, like, it was like two or three things that just like a giant shit show of crap. That, like, I just wanted to spend the last 3 days of my vacation doing just relaxing, you know? Because during my vacation I was supposed to like do some housework and stuff, and maybe little construction projects while I was up there. So I just kind of like wanted to just relax and enjoy the time with my girlfriend while I didn't see her for a week. And instead, I was leaving Thursday night, and Monday night, she hops out of the shower. I'm in the living room, and she goes towards my room, which is separated by a back door to go outside, and then like the living room. So it's living room, back door, room with back door to go outside, room with staircase going upstairs, and then my room. And then the room with the back door, there was an insane amount of rain that night. Usually it floods a little bit, and like because there's leaves that accumulate. This time I checked because I thought, oh fuck, did I not remove any leaves? Turns out no, that wasn't a problem. It was just water was coming in through our fucking door at the bottom. And my girlfriend, with the lights off, she walks through that room, and she's like, oh, the floor's a little wet here. I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, what do you mean it's wet? Like it's damp or something? And so I turn on the lights, and there's a fucking huge puddle. Like, from my entire back door into like the opposing room, right next to it, that's like, shares a wall with my room. It's my brother's old room, and this fucking room is flooding too. And you know, just to top that off, before earlier on in that afternoon, her and I were building a desk for my mother, and we stopped because it turned out there was a problem. We put what was partially built at that desk in that room on the floor, and it's made of particle board. So if it gets wet, it's mostly glue and wood that'll absorb it. The wood expands, and it won't recompress back down if it loses water. So it would have completely fucked the desk. Thank God that didn't happen. It got wet, but we dried it off fast enough that didn't happen. But like now I'm stuck with like an inch of water in that whole room, in that whole bedroom, in the office. I'm stuck with fucking water in my like basement area. Just a nightmare. We picked that all up, and it's like 11:30 at night. We picked that all up, and then with like all the fucking towels that I have, right, those are completely drenched. We go to dry them, they're not drying quickly because there's too much water in them to be removing for the dryer to heat up. It's kind of just making them really hot, and the water's not coming out. We're having to dry things 3 times, a load of towels before it dries. And then I'm like, oh, okay, this is all dry, everything's good, okay, not a big deal. Then she starts walking towards the basement door, and she can hear squish, 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 and there's water coming up from under the floating floorboards. So I was like, oh fuck, please don't tell me I have to take it all up. I think maybe it's just like a little bit of stuff at the bottom. I go check in the other room, doing the same thing. We spent another like 2 to 3 hours taking out the fucking floorboards, taking out the fucking bed in there, taking out the floorboards in there.
Enemy UAV overhead.
And like, once we have all that done, then it's at 2:30 in the morning. Once we get all this shit done, before like I just wanted to have like do nothing basically. During my last 2 days, I get fucking that. My mom has to come back home from the cottage that she was at just before. She has to fucking drive for 2 hours to get back here to make sure everything's all right. We have to take up all the floorboards, And then the day after we go to wash some stuff, and guess what happens then? The fucking washing machine breaks. Straight up just does not work.
That was dodgy.
Like, at all. That doesn't work at all. And like, we're not able to fix it. You think we have a fix for it? I'm like, oh, thank God, everything's fixed for it. Turns out, nope. I go to use it the very next day, and it's fucked. It doesn't work. It works for half a load. Despite the fact that my mom had done a load the day before, it works for half a load for me. And then it just stops. So I'm left with a bunch of absolutely soaking wet clothing that like I don't know what to do with now. I have to wash it all by hand, which is like basically impossible. Nothing gets done. Like, it's basically just, I got like a load of fucking dirty ass laundry in my fucking bathtub that I'm trying to clean with freaking laundry soap, but you know, like it's not even close to how clean as it should be. I have to dry that. I have to try to dry that by hand. I have to squeeze all the water out of it by hand so that it's not too wet that it'll break the washing machine, which is a fucking nightmare. And it took me like 2 to 3 hours to do just 2 loads of laundry like that, and it like half of it was barely even clean. So, and then I end up leaving 2 days after, and I gotta come back to this not being done. Fuck, man, like. And I have my nice vacation, and like come back and I'm like, oh, yeah, I still have all this fucking shit I need to do. Completely forgot about it. Just to ruin my fucking time when I got right back. So I come back thinking, oh yes, finally, like, I'm gonna get to relax. And like, not do anything. Enjoy my 2 weeks before school starts. Not the fucking case. I put up all the floor back in one of the rooms because we actually managed to salvage some of that, but like we had to throw out a whole bunch of other stuff. And then from there, what the hell's going on? From there, I had to deal with. Sorry, my girlfriend's calling. Hey, Hannah.
Hey, Victor, I'm having a shitty like fucking life.
Oh my God, why? Where are they? They're at you. They're at whose house? You want me to come to your subway?
Yeah.
Alright, you gotta just, what street is it on? Alright, what's it next to?
I can't tell you that. It's like in front of the Tim Hortons kind of the gas sort of like a
Awesome, okay.
like a Maxi or whatever.
Alright, I'll be there soon.
Okay,
Bye. Alright, and just another disaster right there. Fucking great, so, just disaster after disaster. I fixed the washing machine, fixed part of my floors, and now I gotta go pick up my girlfriend at Subway, cause shit's just going awry again. Thanks for watching the video, guys.